Hey guys, Jeremy with National Fire Radio. I'm here with Robert Daus Jr., firefighter from a firefighting family. They own the company Liberty Artworks. We're here at Firehouse Expo 2018, Nashville, Tennessee. This gentleman was kind enough to let me wander into his booth because Sebi's going to put in the film that we put out on this content the incredible artwork you do. I call it art, man. This is like unbelievable. They do bronze sculptures, chromed axes, you name it. We'll get into all that. Robert, don't let me talk anymore, man. Give me the origin story. How did we get into this business?
Okay, so I go way back here. My father started the business. He was a St. Louis City firefighter. He worked for a foundry part-time on his off days.
Cool.
You know, have a side job, right?
Yeah, sure.
He always had an affinity for art sculpting. He worked there for a while and kind of learned how to do bronze casting, worked for other artists, and then started making fire department art. We started with a single eagle, which is, you see on all the fire helmets now. Started with a helmet eagle finial, made one, and that was the first product. So started in the basement, went to the garage, went to a bigger garage, and it's kept growing. Got in with my dad, you know, growing up and drilling and tapping. Worked all through high school, and we kept adding one product after the next, and we just kept growing to where we are today. I sculpted with him, kind of picked it up, and now we collaborate. We tag team monuments.
I think art, right? I mean, this is a true art, and you have to be an incredibly talented individual. And I think that type of thing runs in families, man. Like your father was creative and business savvy to start a business outside of the firehouse, and had this incredible skill to do things like this, and now you have that. I think it's great. I mean, we were talking about before, but you talked about the pride that you have in working with your father. Let's talk about that, because I think that relates to the fire service and to a family business. I think they all go hand in hand, so maybe you can hit on that a little bit.
You know, I went into the fire service myself, so I'm a captain out in St. Louis County.
Nice.
We have a lot of history in the fire service with our family, so I kind of followed in those footsteps, and then I was working on my off day with my dad, and when I wasn't going to school or the academy, you know, kind of getting all them certifications and getting on somewhere. Just, it worked seamlessly together. Right. But it is good, you know, when we get together on a statue, he does a part, I do a part. We did a veteran statue where he did the mom and I did the little boy that are standing there, and you know, we did them together but separately, and then you put the two together, they're holding hands. It was like a full piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we put a lot of time and effort into making sure there is a story behind every product that we have. Yeah, you go to our website, you go to our catalog, everything that's in there came from some brother or sister firefighter. Somebody that we had 2 products on our booth or 3 products out at our booth. We went to a show like this and just talking. They're like, hey, have you ever thought about doing this? Have you ever thought about doing this? I bought this thing and it was a piece of junk. Right. What about you guys making something really nice? Sure. And then we'll go back home and we'll talk about it and we start tinkering around.
Are a lot of these one-off pieces? I mean, you do a lot of custom work.
Right. So a lot of it we can take department logos. Right. We can integrate that into the artwork. Some of them we do engraving plates, so that's kind of, you know, put them in those. But as far as like the sculptures go, I mean, we do little bitty, intricate, small things. We do plaques all the way up to some flagship pieces like our bells and trumpets, and of course our axes.
But you do have stock items too. So if somebody was doing a rewards dinner or an award dinner, if you will, you have, you know, chromed axes or that you can customize and so on.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
But we put a lot of time and effort and pride into making sure the quality is there. We kind of put ourselves at a jewelry quality with the detail. The guys that work for us, a lot of them are off-duty firefighters. You know, they know who's receiving this, and they see the orders. They know this guy is, you know, at 25 years in or 30 years in. Right. And so the people that are doing this, myself included, because I go down, I'm here today. So when I go back to St. Louis and I'm off day, orders got to go out. I'll go down there and I'll be polishing a trumpet just with the rest of them. You know, but the thing is, we put a lot of time into making sure it's a quality piece, and that I think is what sets us aside. And we do it all in-house from start to finish. So there are those occasions where we get that phone call where it's like, we need this. Right. We need it now. Right. And I can make a phone call, or even myself going on a Saturday or Sunday, like, this got to go out. And that's what makes us different. Is companies don't do that, but we do that because it's a brother firefighter.
Well, that's it.
And we know what it means, and we got to get this done.
Without a doubt, and that's the mantra, right? I mean, you guys are a second-generation firefighting family business. You get it, right? If another brother from another part of the country calls because they need something for a memorial or for an award, of course you're going to jump to it. I mean, and that's just how we do it, you know? And I have to tell you guys, like, Sebi's going to cut in a lot of things, and as we're talking, I'm just looking around, and man, I'm telling you, I'm blown away. The craftsmanship on this is incredible. And I think your craft needs to be shown, and so we're happy to bring that out to the masses. Really, guys, you know, if you ever need anything for awards, or you have an idea, or you need a sculpture, we were talking before about a massive...
we do big monuments.
Big monuments. I mean, you know, you got to see some of the pictures that they've done, and some of the things they have coming out, too.
Yep.
And surprisingly, and I say surprisingly, not in a bad way, I say it in a good way, it's affordable. This stuff is not over the top, bank breaking. They make product that firefighters and fire departments can afford so that we can carry on the tradition and culture in the firehouse.
Absolutely.
And I think it's great.
Yep.
So, brother, thank you for your time.
Thank
you. It was awesome. Pleasure
Absolutely.
meeting you.
Thank you.
And guys, Liberty Artworks, check them out, man. Their product is second to none. They're the best out.
All made here in the USA.
You got it. Take care, guys. Jeremy, National Fire Radio.